it secret because each person has not been able to rise to the level of their own greatness as they were created to do. They're not. So when we look at the idea of God coming down and scattering these people, what we see is God saying, I'm going to break you up. I'm going to divide you up. And in dividing you up, there will be kings over you. These fallen ones will be your kings. And I'll be able to determine who's who and what's what because of a word that they speak. Since you're so big on this word thing and you want to go up into the heavens and challenge me with a word, all right, cool. You get divided up. You want to be king so bad? You're going to be kings over all of these nations, each one of you. And I'm going to be able to distinguish you by your word, by your language. And that way I'll be able to tell who's doing what. Because that's another strength that the coven has. When you have a coven and you either you position yourself as doing righteousness, or you position yourself just as a friend group, or you position yourself as some wicked people, whatever your concept is that you publicize. If whatever you're doing for whatever reason is affecting someone negatively and they want to hold you accountable, if they're not wise, it's very difficult to find out who's doing it in the coven. If you have a large coven, Babylon, this coven, and I keep saying Babylon because the Bible says Babel, doesn't say Babylon. But this coven of Babel, the Bible says, was large enough for it to be a city. The people thought it was the whole world. So we're looking at a large group of people that look to hide their deeds under a name. They look to hide their deeds by way of a coven. And they wouldn't tell anybody the sciences of which they used to do their deeds. Because why? Why did they covet the knowledge? Because you can reverse engineer it. You can reverse engineer it. So they hide what it is. And they hide in head count. This is what's going on at Babel. And God, in all of his wisdom, breaks them, feeds into their ego. All of the heads of this coven will become heads of nations. They would break this coven up. And all the heads that were in the coven would break up, and they would take portions of these people that were in the city, and they would be heads of these portions of people. And they will be distinguished. Why? Distinguished how? By a word, by a language. And in God doing this, he can determine what science is coming from what direction. Who's doing what? And this is what a coven hates. They don't want that. But God shone a light on it and forced that. I wanted to come